Right, I'm going to start with sales. Slender tone face. Everything's going here. Okay, I'll just move over a little bit. Everything's going here today, so I'm not going to be pointing at it. Slender tone face, £76.20. Laura Ashley Kids, wallpaper, £4 with £6 postage, £10. Seiko ER2100 Concise Electronic Dictionary, Oxford Thesaurus and Spell Checker, £27.97. These are all posted prices. Willow Tree Friendship, $14.69 posted. Official Nintendo Wii Motion Plus. This went international to Norway. £17.15. I have no idea how much she paid for GSP. On top of that. Good morning. Welcome to the Monday update. Now, it looks a bit different today because I'm not in the garage. My next door neighbour started DIY at about 7:30. He seems to be becoming a full-time DIYer lately. So I'm going to do my sales right now. Genuine Panasonic power supply. Another one with the long number. Same as the ones before. $7.95. New and sealed Maxell SP60 DV cassette. Pictures up there, prices up here. $4.95. This was the one that was with the dodgy video recorder I got on Easter weekend. Paid £3 for the whole thing. I've sold the battery and the DV cassette now, so not too bad. And here's a power supply from a Sony video recorder that I got at a similar time that didn't work either, but I got $14.15 for it. And knowing me, it only cost a £5 at maximum. 4 Tia Maria ceramic beakers, £17.16. Charity shop buy. Those were, I think, they're probably £1 each, or it might have been like £4, £3 for the 4, something, something like that. I'm not sure. This was a bit of a fail. New downfall. Again, the MB board games are disappointing at the moment. Maybe it's because it's the summer and it's not coming up to Q4. $8.95 posted, which means I made about £2. Grand Theft Auto 3. It's a PS2 game. I wasn't expecting a lot for this anymore. £5 posted. New 4 Daisy and Dandelion stamp sets, including Birthday, Hedgehogs, Love and Winter. $4.95. It's not too bad considering it cost me 20p a set, so 80p in total. So I probably made a couple of quid on it. Seiko ER2100 Concise. This is the second one. This is one of the ones I showed you last week, saying I would hopefully sell 8. Well, I didn't. I sold the extra 1. The others are up for sale at the moment, and I've still got a bundle to repair. Next time I get my soldering iron out, which is probably going to be in the next couple of days, actually. I really need to do that and get the rest on. So anyway, that went for $29.95, plus she paid £1 extra to get it first class recorded. Now it's £1.65 extra, but I didn't mind paying the extra. So she paid £30.95. It's my own fault. I should have adjusted the extra, and in fact I haven't yet. I should do it. Adjust the pound, the first class recorded rate to the parcel rate price. I had it set at the postage rate price, so I was only charging £1 extra. Actually, it's actually £1.40 on the postage rate price. SanDisk Shoot and Store memory card, a CF card, 128 megabytes. Yay! £4.99. So that was out of the big bundle of memory cards. And in fact, I've got to the stage now where there's so few of them left. I think there's 4 left out of the bundle of 22. So it is down to do that video I've been trailing to show how I've made money on it and what I made. And yeah, in the meantime, I did buy another memory card bundle and I'm processing that gradually. And I'm looking at getting another one as well. They've been quite successful for me price-wise. They take a little bit more time and effort than I thought they would, even with just a few photos, mainly because of the different types of them. So, for instance, I can do all the CF cards, I can do all the XD cards. The XD cards put me into my multi-listing, change the figure, and it sells straight away. And I've got an example in a second. Disney Store Tigger mug, Tigger, as in Winnie the Pooh Tigger. 3D orange bouncy mug. It says bouncy on it. £17.71. I'd actually reduced the price to this and then I put it back up again because I didn't really want to get rid of it at such a low price. I don't see the point of investing. I think I paid about £4 for this mug. Charity shops are getting pretty expensive. In this, they see something that is valuable, so they put the price right up. And yeah. So anyway, I got £17.71 in the end, which is not bad after postage and delivery and all that and fees. It still came to about £11, so I made some money on it. But previously, I'd have bought that for maybe £1.50. Far Cry Dawn, £7.95. That's one of the Xbox One games I got for 85 pence each. Something that's been on the store for, well, it's on since before I started putting dates in the SKU, which is it's about 1 year and 6 months. So yeah, this has been waiting over 1 year and 6 months to sell. Anyway, I got £10.99, £6.79 plus postage, and that was on an offer. And yeah, but that's why I sent an offer on. Smart media card. This was a 8 megabyte. This was out the bundle as well, the 22 card bundle. And this was what prompted me to think, yeah, it's definitely time now. 2 this week. Out of the, I think there's only 3 or 4 left. And only 3 that'll probably really sell. One's, it hadn't got a sticker on the front. So I just put 64 megabyte and I stuck it on. Not the same, is it? People want one that says that, you know, it puts people off if it's not perfect, is what I'm saying. Skybox, this is the one I held up last weekend. $5.95C. I added in a power cable and an HDMI cable, so £2 worth. Sold for $23.19. Take the postage, take the fees off, probably come away with about 10 or 12 quid profit. Humax HB 1000S TV receiver and free satellite recorder. £42.19. So that was like 38 quid plus postage. It actually was more than, no, it wasn't more than £4.20. It was quite a small, compact piece of kit. It didn't have the recording facilities in it. You have to put a USB stick or a USB hard drive into it to get it to record. This was a card, XD card. This basically, my listing was dead, finished with, over, kaput, 0, nothing left in it. I'd sold all the cards on my XD listing, but every single card available in the public realm is on my listing. So I just rolled down when I bought a camera with a card in. Here, the camera, I bought it on eBay. Parts and spares and repair. The camera's a bit duff, but the card in it was a 1 gigabyte. So I rolled down to 1 gigabyte, clicked the 0 into a 1, let it run, and next day it's sold. That's how it works now. I've got that set up so that all I need to do is go into my active listings, choose the variations, put the card in as a single and let it run. And it sold for $27.95. As I say, inside a day. It probably only took me 2 seconds, literally, once I'd found the listing, to list it. And yeah, so that listing, it still has that huge appeal to people, even though it's got a 0 in it. Now it's going to be invisible. But the next time I put another card in, it's going to have that huge appeal again. And there it will be in the listings. And I'll sell another one. And I keep looking for them. I'm constantly on the prowl now for those cards. And then Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the Xbox One, $11.25. And that's about 4 or 5 Xbox One games out of that 14 that I've sold for more than £5. Now, £5, as I said to you, £5 makes me 2, and it cost me 85. So, you know, think of it that way. So, you know, at my base level of £5, they were selling for, I'm making £1.15 profit. But at the £11 level, you're making that much more than the £5, so it's £6.25 minus 20% roughly. It was promoted. So what's that? Another £1.20 off the £6.25, so it's another £5 profit. So yeah, so that's like £6.30 or some £6.15, something like that profit out of the £11.25. It's not bad really. And that's the end of the sales for the week. 11 minutes. That's because I've been commenting. Last week it was 3 minutes because I just went bang, 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 bang. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, £423.65. Where are we? What's going out is the Humax, the XD picture card, the Assassin's Creed, and my first sale of the week, 2 genuine Cala Rowenta steam iron anti-calc, anti-scale water filters. I know it's exciting, that one, isn't it? Exciting. The price is exciting though. £15.15 for 2 delivered. That's $10.95 plus postage. I was very pleased with that. They were $1.75 in a charity shop about 6 months ago, and I hadn't listed them, or rather, I'd done the listing. I'd forgotten to photograph them. They'd got lost in the midst of time, and the listing was coming down to the point where it was in the drafts, and it was running out of time. You know, they drop off the drafts at the bottom of the drafts. So I picked it up, resurrected it, took it out of the cupboard where it was already put away, took some new photographs, listed it, and it's sold in a week. So you can't grumble at that, can you? 23.06.21 sold in 4 days. I did underprice it by about £1, so that it was like, you know, everybody else is selling the same thing that's selling them. Mine's £1 cheaper. Why wouldn't you buy mine? They're all exactly the same thing. It's brand new. 15.15. Nice. So that was that's going out today. And now I don't have to stand in the hot garage until it's time to show you what I've bought yesterday. I might do that in the garage once he's gone out. Currently, he's taking the kids to school, so he could be back at any minute, cutting things up in the garage again and grinding things. And I've gone to the thing again, start. He did start about 7:20 this morning. I don't think he watches this, so that's okay. Time for my second coffee. Then I'm going to wrap this gear, and then I'll be back with you as quick as that. Hello, welcome to the garage. Yes, it's
time for pickups. I've dropped my stuff off. I've actually done some stuff during the day, and it's now about 4 o'clock, I think, roughly. So, what did I buy yesterday? I'll tell you. North Cave and Cab and Hull again, the usual. I'm actually thinking about, because of what I haven't been able to buy recently, like lots of cameras and DVD players and things like that from where I'm going, I think mined out. I may be going further afield soon, possibly York, possibly Lincoln, various other places, because I feel like I need a break. And a change is as good as a rest, as they say. So, first thing I bought was this Blend Active. It's all there. I said to the guy, is it new? And he's like, no, I've used it once, but I cleaned it really well, you can't tell. And I opened it up and had a look, and you just can't tell. He obviously didn't get on with it. Anyway, £3, good start. Same stall, I saw these. You may not have ever seen these before, but they are available for sale on eBay, and I've never seen them before. Scrabble, there's a little bit of tape there. The price was taped onto it on both of these, which, it's like picking at a scab and there's a bit of tape, isn't there? Oh, that's it, perfect. Yeah, so the lid has a bit of a break in it, but anybody who's into Scrabble and espresso will overlook that. The sources say double letter score. One says double letter score, one says double word score, one says triple letter score, and the other one says triple word score. Not treble, triple. I think it says triple or yes, it's triple, so English version. No trebles in this. C A F E Cafe, and yeah, very nice indeed. And I paid £2.50. I was after it for £2, and he's like, no, we'll meet in the middle. And I didn't have the gumption to say, look, it's just not worth £3, because it obviously is. So I got it for that, and I'll probably try to sell for 15. I may have to, because of the broken corner, knock it down to 12 plus postage. So I'm not going to grumble about the £3 or £2.50. Yeah, very pleased with that one actually. The Blend Active, I have one of those exact same model, and I don't use it at all. So what I thought I would do was clean mine up as well, and then do a multi-listing. All the bottles, the blender itself, and the grinder thing. Now you can sell them like this between 20 and 30 quid if you're lucky, but quite honestly I would have to tell people that that was brand new in order to get 30. But you can sell the parts for £15 each. The main base, the cutter, blender blade, and then the bottles go for about £6 or £8 each, and I'll have 3 or 4 to sell. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with those. Yeah, I never use mine, never. I mostly like mince and steaks and things like that. I blended a few smoothies when I first got it, but I'm not a smoothie type of guy, you know what I mean? I'd rather have a coffee or some water, or a beer maybe on a night. Although I've been giving that up lately. Try to lose some weight. Right, next was the LED string. You can see there, 50p. I've been buying lots of LED strings recently. Whenever I see them, as long as they're dirt cheap, they have to be dirt cheap. And then on the same stall, this for 50p as well. And this is a 10-watt security lamp. You know, you see the big ones. This is LED, and cob LEDs, really bright, strong, with an aluminium back for protecting it and taking the heat away, so that you can attach that to your outside of your garage or something. When there's a cat walk by, you can test it. It'll turn it on. There is actually adjustments for timing, sensitivity, and how bright it is. And it's never been used, brand new, 50p. I mean, we are talking probably 8 or 10 quid there, easy. Right, next, some willow tree figures. Now, I've said before, I wouldn't give them house room myself, but it's not about me, it's about eBay customers. Got to remember, what your customer likes isn't necessarily what you like. And yes, you could say, oh yeah, but I'm really into a particular thing, and that way, you know, I give passion to the stuff that I'm selling on eBay. This is a business. You buy the stuff, you sell the stuff. Try not to get emotionally attached. Stock is stock. So, first one was this, in a bag because it's brand new in its box. This one's called With My Grandmother, so should be very popular. And they'd obviously got it and decided they didn't want it at all. So again, as usual, it has stayed in the box. Here's the box. Fits into like a foam piece of polystyrene, one end, and another one at the other end. There we go. So I'll be looking for 15 on that one. And that was £2. And then later on, the same stall, I saw this one. And I said, how much is this one? The other guy didn't know that I'd bought this. And he said, £10. I'm like, really? He says, oh yeah, they're going for £12.99 on eBay. And I thought, I said, this isn't eBay. It's a field. You know, we're walking about in the long grass trying to avoid rabbit holes. Oh mate, North Cave's full of rabbit holes. You want to be careful if you ever go, try not to tear an ankle, because you've got to watch the ground. Because if you put your foot down a rabbit hole and carry on walking, you're going to twist it. Yeah, so this one's called Chrysalis. Don't know why. There's 2 women. Yeah. So I got it for £2. No, it's £12.99 business. That's probably what I'll sell it for. Because yes, they do fit £12.99 on eBay. But that's only when I'm selling them. Not when I'm buying them. Okay. This is an evergreen one. Talking Chess Master. Any talking chess is popular. This one actually has a magnet missing. It's got all the pieces, but it's got a magnet missing. And at least half the magnets are loose from the bottom of the little chessmen. So it's just a matter of getting some glue and sticking them in. But then I'm going to have one magnet missing, which is annoying. But I will try and find a magnet rather than have to buy another chessman in. Yeah, it cost £1 though, so you know I've got a bit of leeway there. These can sell up to 20 quid, no problem at all for this make. This one's called Krypton Systema. I put batteries in, it works fine, or at least it turns on. I haven't actually played it because the men don't have magnets in, and it senses the magnet moving. Right, that one's done. I'll just sling that one down there. If I sling something on the floor, you know it's going to be rearranged later. Except for this pile of things here. Yeah, that's beside the point. Okay, next. Oh yeah. The best thing I bought at North Cave. Big mouth Billy Bass. And, no, it's not working. I wasn't to know, because it's screwed in tightly there. Screwed in tightly, so I didn't take my screwdriver or big C batteries. This takes 4 Cs, you know. I do have some to test, and they put them in, but the springs are all corroded away inside. It's leaked and it's rusty, and at least 2 of the springs and one of the bits where it holds to the spring pushes the other end have gone. So it needs some more electrodes, or it needs the electrodes taken out and a spring putting onto them. You can buy the springs, but the only places that sell the springs sell them in packs of 10, and it's like £4. I would buy that, 4 springs for £10, pay the 40p each, not 4 springs for £10, 10 springs for £4. But they also want £6.50 delivery. So no, it's what I say. I will find springs off something else, like an old radio. I have a Sony radio there that I only ever use for plugging in. It's a radio cassette. The cassette's bust. I'm sure it's got springs that'll do this. And if not, I'll just make it work, because I can do that sort of thing. It will mean taking the back off and taking the magnetic, the electrical things together, but it's worth it if it works properly. And it costs me £2, not £3, because I said to her, these are often don't work, and I was right. Right, that was all I had at North Cave. We'll see what the message was later. It's nothing serious. And then I went to Hull, and first thing I bought was, well, I picked out this, and I said to them, how much is it? I said £1. And just like I've just been saying, how when you're buying things to sell on eBay, it's stock. I don't need these. I've got plenty of light switches. These are double light switches. I had one open. I don't know whether this is it. No, that one's the one I opened. They just clip together. There's no things. There's no staples or anything. Anyway, it's a magnetic back and double light switch like that. Double light switch. 10 amp for each one, which is plenty for light switches, I tell you. It's got a metal surround, but it's screw against a normal plate. It's got this sort of textured finish both on the surround and on the switches, which makes it a little bit different. Anyway, I said how much are they, and they said £1. I'm like, how many have you got? As it is, there was 2 boxes of 5 and there was 4 in each one, so £8. I started looking at them and I thought, no, there's no way I'm going to have to ask, they won't give me any more off than that. So I bought the whole lot, the £8, because they go for about £7 or £8 each plus delivery. And they will have to be a parcel because it's quite thick inside the clamshell. I could take them out the clamshell and sell them large letters, but I won't bother with that. But because they're brand new, I can sell them in a retail environment, put a really nice picture together, try for £11.99 each delivered, which is obviously the first one, cover the rest of them, and then I'll make another £88. Fingers crossed. This is the sort of thing that needs to be done though. If you can find a multiple, it makes your life so much easier than selling each individual piece where you've got to photograph it 15 times and edit 15 photographs just to make sure people see that everything's perfect. You don't have to do that with those switches, you just do 1 and sell 8 on the same listing. That's the thing about replenishable items. Right, next I saw a joystick. Where is it? On a stall. Just get this out of the way. And it had the Logitech sign. Branding is so important on this sort of thing. Anyway, this one was £2, and they also had another one, and he said, like, you know, do you want the other one as well? Because I mean, they're both for their old computers. This is USB, by the way. USB. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. They wanted £2 for this Raptor 3D. Here's the importance of branding. This is why I don't buy Durabrand DVD players or Technica TVs, because nobody wants them, and if they do want them, they want them for dirt cheap. They're not willing to spend 50 quid like on a Sony TV, you know, or, you know, you can't sell the remote control separately for a Technica, if you see what I'm saying. Raptor 3D game stick, joystick. It looks really nice. It's got loads of switches on. It's brand new. However, it's got the old style plug. It's sort of semi-parallel port type of plug that you plugged into your very old IBM PC, and they used to call them IBM PCs when this came out. let's see, JS21PX. It doesn't say what it's compliant with, but yeah, game stick. Now, I looked up this, not at the time. Anyway, they talked me into it for £1. I've looked it up. It's really not worth buying, even at £1. These are going for like £12 or so, plus delivery. You'd be lucky to get a £5 for this. Plus, look how big the box is. How can you charge £6 delivery on a £5 item? That might go in another box for selling a car boot in the end. That's a bit of a fail, I think. Such is life. I did get this for £1, Lexmark 23. I've done the listing. It'll take 2 or 3 photos. One there, one at the front, and one at the barcode. It's sealed. Should fetch 12 quid. Cost a quid. I also bought a 25 watt bulb. It's a little globe bulb. I've been looking for one of these tiny little bulbs with a wide screw-in thread. There you go. For a lava lamp I've got. And this sort of thing always comes in handy. It's just really useful. So it's good to have different sizes of bulbs and different varieties of screw threads and things like that. Even if you don't use them that right second, especially considering it costs 50p. And then, first thing I saw when I turned up at the, it was the clearance stalls, you know, the landfill guy, if you know what I mean. It's either sending it to landfill the day after it's been at the car boot, or puts it back in his van and saves it from landfill by selling it to somebody else. Anyway, he had a load of PCs and I was looking through them and none of them looked any good. They were really old, just the boxes. They could have had hard drives in, they could have had memory in. They looked really crap. And it, like, last time I bought one off him, I think it was a £5. It might have been £4. Anyway, I decided against that. Anyway, I saw this guy and he was holding this, and you see what the name is? Denon. And wandering around the stall. But he never even said to the guy, how much is it? Anyway, eventually he just put it down because he couldn't find anything else he wanted, I think. Anyway, I picked it up and I was straight over to the guy. How much is this? It's a double. Look at all the switches on this. You've got faders. You've got 2 joggle things with back and forward speeds. Designed for 2 CDs. Queue up and whatever that is. They use these buttons a lot, you can tell. They were worn out. I mean, the buttons still click, but the rubber is worn out. When it's lit up, I can't light it up, but I've seen pictures. These are all like what do they call it? You know, VU meters and numbers and what's going on. And I'm not sure whether the titles of the tracks come up, but you've got like all sorts of things you can do, like changing the titles, the range of the CD, the pitch bending, track select, and choosing memos for each CD so that you can fade between the 2 of them and set the beats up and all that, especially for DJs. Rack mounted for a CD player that's also rack mounted. Not cheap at all. Now, I don't know whether it works, so I'll be selling it as spares a repair. And the only electrical connection in it is that bit there. You see that? It's a little DIN plug. 1, 2, 5, 8. It's an 8-pin DIN, but it's a tiny little one, specially made, I think, for this. So you get the connector to go to the back of the CD player, and yeah, everything's great. It's got this sort of, how to describe it, it looks dirty finish, but it's not. It's actually the finish on the paint that they put on a lot of professional camera gear, actually, the same sort of finish, where it's like spattered paint, spattered bits of gloss with a matte finish on the back. It's a finish that they do in a lot of highly expensive metallized items. Anyway, this is denim. I have seen that they sell these working on its own for about 120 quid. You can actually buy the whole system for about 200 to 300 quid. So this is the expensive part of it, and the other two bits, it's like a CD player with a tray on each side, and that's all there is there. This is the, you know, the control panel. Don't know whether it works, but it cost me 3 quid, so, you know, I had to have it. I'm going to put it up for about 45 quid, I think, with spares, repairs, and then offers on it, and see what happens. I might put it up for £49.99 free post and see what happens. Yeah, I'll give it a bit of a clean. It is a bit dirty in between some of the switches, and yeah, get that photographed this afternoon. So that was it. Short and sweet today. £30 in total. Now, like last week, I spent £10 because it rained. It was lovely weather, and I went around both car boots twice at least, and I still couldn't find what I was after, because I'm having to be selective. Everything's chock-a-block full in here, and in my back bedroom where I'm started to do the listing now. My listing's still here until I've got another table and all that set up, and then it's going to be in there. I put all the wiring in. So yeah, ongoing. I will be shortly shifting my listing up there, and then it'll be a bit cooler, and I'll be able to stick to it all day long, and I'll have somewhere to sit instead of having to stand to do it all the time. I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all, but it is hot in here. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. It's been a real pleasure to make this for you, and I hope you enjoyed it.